Right now at 10, a Winona County judge considers whether to relocate Adam Fravel's murder trial.
And Gunderson Health System announces an eventual name change.
Plus, possible new federal guidelines to loosen restrictions on cannabis.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A judge heard arguments today on whether Adam Fravel's murder trial will move out of Winona County.
He's accused of killing Madeline Kingsbury, the mother of his 2 children, in March of last year. News 8 Now's Allison Fergott was in the courtroom and has the details.
The defense called multiple people to testify, hoping to build their case that a fair trial can't happen in Winona. Kim Adams with SNG Research testified first. The defense hired her to create a public opinion survey on Adam Fravel earlier this year. Her company interviewed 100 people in Winona. 89 people said they had seen, heard, or read a news story about Kingsbury's death, and almost 75% of those said they believed Fravel had caused the death. The prosecution tried to poke holes in the survey, asking questions about how opinions can change over time and if the survey framed questions in a way to benefit the defense's point. The defense also called Winona's mayor to the stand, who spoke about his time looking for Kingsbury with search parties. The last witness was Ben Cleaner, Winona County's emergency management director. The defense grilled him over social media posts he shared on Winona's emergency management Twitter page. The posts were shared less than 2 weeks after Kingsbury's body was discovered and Fravel was arrested. One post included a picture from the Steamboat Day parade. The photo showed pictures of Kingsbury's friends holding signs saying "Justice for Maddie," as well as signs bringing awareness to domestic violence. The post caption included hashtag #End Domestic Violence. The defense questioned if a post like this could lead people to connect Fravel to Kingsbury's murder, since he was known as her domestic partner. Kingsbury's friends say they stand by participating in the parade.
We wanted to shine light on the domestic violence that happens anywhere. It doesn't have to be a specific case. It still happens, and it needs to end.
After the court proceedings, Kingsbury's friends and family say they're indifferent about the case moving and are just looking for justice.
We'll be good with whatever decision the judge makes.
Whatever is going to be best for the case. If that's moving it, okay. If it's staying here, okay.
The state's attorney said we can expect a ruling on whether the case is moved in midsummer.
A suspect in a Chippewa Falls armed robbery is headed for a jury trial. 19-year-old Solomon Ward faces 6 charges, including armed robbery and substantial battery as party to a crime for a home robbery in January of 2023. Ward allegedly joined Jeremiah Mackey and Elijah Johnson in breaking into a victim's apartment and stealing a PlayStation 5. Ward pleaded not guilty to all counts last September. His trial is not set. Meanwhile, Mackey's trial is set for September. Johnson was sentenced earlier this month to more than 5 years in prison after taking a plea deal.
Well, the storms have been coming through most of the area here this evening, but overall they've been sub-severe or below severe limits, and that's the positive news. Right now, only special weather statement is to the east. That's because they put that out mentioning that the storms are going to be approaching that area. Overall, we do have the lines coming through. Right now, just sub-severe, as we mentioned. Overall, we are getting some rain and thunder. A lot more rain than just a few thunderstorms indicated by as we zoom in. Pretty good batch of Eau Claire getting just light to moderate rainfall. No thunder right now to speak of in that area. La Crosse have seen a few thunderstrikes come through. Otherwise, we see that line just to the west that'll begin to approach. We had a wind gust at Preston about 30, so there was earlier some wind gusts that approached 40, but nothing too strong, and even that's the same case going further south. Overall, we got about another couple hours, and then everything will push east of the area by midnight. Other areas further east will be about 1 a.m. Then we'll see clearing skies for most of the areas you wake up. Temperatures back into the upper 40s to near 50. The good news is we'll have plenty of sun, just a little bit cooler for La Crosse. We'll have cloud cover increase a little bit as we go in the afternoon. The winds will start picking up, so it will be somewhat breezy tomorrow. The same story for Eau Claire. A little bit more cloud cover sticks around, but still some sun. Overall, cooler conditions with that west wind pretty much throughout the day. Unfortunately, the dry conditions don't last that long because we have a wet Thursday, and we're looking at some pretty substantial rainfall coming in for Thursday and Thursday night.
All right, well, we'll get those details in a few minutes. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. The end of the glory days. The demolition of the iconic Packers-themed bar started today. The bar opened in the mid-90s, featuring Green Bay Packers memorabilia and signatures from famous former Packers throughout the years. Equipment was set up Monday to tear down the pub, which was condemned following a major fire in 2022 that destroyed the next-door India Curry House building. The demolition was originally scheduled for earlier in April, but was delayed due to the need for asbestos removal.
Gunderson Health System merged with the Green Bay-based Bellin Health in 2022, and now the merged companies are unveiling a new unified name. Gunderson CEO Scott Rathgaber announced this morning that the merged systems will rebrand to Amplify Health. Rathgaber says that name is based on the company's legacies of amplifying empathy with their patients. That rebranding will realistically take months, if not years. Eau Claire Democrats are urging Republicans on the state's Joint Finance Committee to release millions of state dollars that are meant to help stabilize the region's health care. Lawmakers have been scrambling to provide solutions after HSHS and Prevea's sudden announcement in January that they were closing their Chippewa Valley locations. Now, the legislature in March approved $15 million for existing health care options in the region to use for emergency room capital expenses. The governor used a partial veto when signing that legislation to make the money available for additional things like OBGYN and mental health. And since that partial veto, the GOP-controlled Joint Finance Committee has declined to release the money. Today, State Senator Jeff Smith and Representative Jody Emerson called out their Republican colleagues, saying they need to act before irreversible damage is done.
Joint Finance can look at the policy and say, okay, yep, we're going to send money out for this, or we're not. You need to come back to us with a different suggestion. They're just saying we're not even going to have a conversation about it.
It's like the governor sent an ambulance to a disaster zone and the Republican leadership slashed the tires before it could leave Madison.
HSHS's closures are putting strains on the health systems that are still standing. Marshfield Clinic is pausing labor and delivery services in Rice Lake, so those patients will have to go 60 more miles to the Eau Claire Clinic, which has already tried to double its services to make up for the HSHS closures.
In a historic move, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is asking the White House to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous and addictive drug. Now, while the move wouldn't decriminalize marijuana outright, it could lessen punishments for those found in possession and shift public opinion. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has reaction from downtown La Crosse tonight. And Jeremy, what does this reclassification mean?
Well, Emily, according to the American,
the reality is that without having exact measurements,
levels, one representing drugs with the highest level of abuse and addiction, like heroin and LSD, and level 5 representing those with the lowest. Many of the folks we talked with tonight say it's the right move.
The reality is that without having exact measurements, all you could do potentially is to say someone was under the influence of that particular substance.
Steve Dennis spent 3 years working the streets of Cottage Grove, Minnesota as a uniformed police officer. He's seen his share of dangerous drugs, so you might be surprised to hear his take on marijuana.
It's not a big issue to me as an individual. I tend to be a little bit more toward people choosing what they want to do.
He's not the only one. Last year, President Biden pardoned thousands of Americans convicted of simple possession of marijuana under federal law, a step seen by many as a move towards decriminalization.
When the feds act on things, they act on a very broad spectrum, whereas if it's left up as a measure to the states or individually to counties or cities, that might be the best way to go, to let the local people decide what world they want to live in.
Reese Wagner is a bartender in downtown La Crosse. He says reclassification will be a step in the right direction.
As a bartender, from a perspective of serving alcohol as a legal substance, it seems a bit hypocritical that weed is treated the way it is, and moving it down to be less criminalized is definitely a step in the right direction.
The proposal will be reviewed by the White House Office of Management and Budget. After that, there will be a public comment period followed by review from an administrative judge before the new classification would take effect. Ken and Emily.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jeremy.
Former President Trump is back in court today for a second week of his hush money trial.
Why he has been fined for violating judge-issued orders when we come back.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Stormy Daniels' former lawyer took the stand as former President Donald Trump's hush money trial continued on today.
The former president and presumptive Republican presidential nominee was fined for gag order violations. Errol Barnett reports from New York.
After another action-packed day in his New York criminal trial, former President Donald Trump railed against the gag order he was fined for violating 9 times.
This gag order is not only unique, it's totally unconstitutional. I'm the Republican candidate for President of the United States, and I'm sitting in a courthouse all day long listening to this stuff.
The $9,000 in fines are the result of instances where Trump took on witnesses online against the judge's orders.
Judge Merchan did exactly what should be done and probably what was expected to be done.
Keith Davidson, an attorney who represented Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal, took to the witness stand for the prosecution. Trump denies claims he had sexual relations with Daniels or McDougal. Davidson first described bringing McDougal's account, which he called a blockbuster Trump story, to the National Enquirer and warned he would bring it elsewhere if they didn't quickly pay her. Davidson also said the infamous Trump Access Hollywood tape had a, quote, tremendous influence on interest in the Stormy Daniels story. Davidson says he thought he reached a deal with Trump attorney Michael Cohen in early October of 2016, but says it took longer than expected to finalize. When the prosecution asked why, Davidson said, quote, I thought he was trying to kick the can down the road until after the election. Errol Barnett, CBS News, New York.
Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Separately, another hearing is scheduled Thursday on 4 more gag order violations prosecutors have alleged against him.
Judge Juan Merchan has warned more violations could result in jail time.
Well, an Idaho man tried to get a literal kick out of a visit to a national park.
And it's earned him a trip to the hospital and some legal trouble.
And once the storms end tonight, we do have some dry conditions for Wednesday. Unfortunately, that's not going to last too long. I'm going to break down what we're expecting for Thursday, including how much rain, any severe storms, and when we'll finally actually dry out for a long time. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I make fresh, delicious Papa Murphy's pizza.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I make the Papa Murphy's pizza.
Sure, that's take and bake. We built it with the freshest ingredients. You bake it fresh in your oven.
By you mean me, so technically, I make the pizza.
Super good pizza, Kylie.
Oh, Kylie, so good.
Right now, enjoy big-time taco flavors on a pizza with the limited-time Taco Grande. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care, because we get you. So get out on the road and stay safe with quality automotive parts and service at unbeatable prices. Like buy 3 tires, get 1 free, plus up to $100 consumer rebate on select Goodyear tires when you buy 4. 10% off all Carl Star lawn and garden and trailer tires or Laren inner tubes. And rewards members save $5 on Blaine's brand gold automotive batteries. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, this next story is a real kicker and not in a good way.
No, a man is accused of harassing a herd of bison and kicking one of the animals in the leg at Yellowstone National Park.
Park officials identified the man as 40-year-old Clarence Yoder of Idaho. He was reportedly hurt in the encounter after he approached the bison too closely.
He was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, then arrested on alcohol-related crimes, disturbing wildlife, and other charges.
Yoder could face fines and 6 months in jail. He has pleaded not guilty.
Well, we've had a wide range of storms come through.
Yeah, some rain came in this
Yep.
evening. It's a far cry from the 70 degrees and sunny that was around midday today. That was really nice. Hopefully we could get some more of that, Greg.
Unfortunately, we'll get some nice conditions for Wednesday, not the 70s, but it will be dry, but the dry conditions don't last that long because once we get the dry Wednesday, we have another system that really looks to be a wet Thursday and Thursday night stormy, but I think the bigger thing will be the potential for some heavier rainfall with this system that we've had with this one. Overall, it's kind of been on track here with the system lifting to the northeast. It should be out of the way by about 1 for northeast areas. Otherwise, clearing skies to the south. Clouds will stick around for Eau Claire up there. The winds will start picking up out of the west, but temperatures still as you wake up tomorrow morning, upper 40s, low 50s. Cloud cover off and on down in southern areas. It'll be more stubborn as you go towards Eau Claire and up to the north to the morning hours. That west wind will pick up throughout the day. That'll be probably the noticeable difference, and that will keep our temperatures more into the 60s for most areas. The one thing to note towards the afternoon and evening is increasing clouds to the south. That's the next system I just mentioned that will start getting closer as we get towards Wednesday evening. It'll still be dry, probably dry well until the night, probably after midnight, as temperatures then fall back in the evening to the upper 50s. Up to the north, clearing skies there. They'll see the cloud cover more later Wednesday night into Thursday morning. But that's the one story that we're watching with the rainfall coming. It looks to be a wet Thursday morning commute for a lot of areas south of Eau Claire. We'll watch this first line come up with this next system. We could see some heavier rainfall in this, and all throughout the morning hours we're going to see wave after wave of showers and thunderstorms come through, or periods of rain throughout the evening. That'll continue then, and then eventually as we get towards Thursday late night into Friday, this system lifts to the north and we get clearing skies with that west wind behind it. So we are looking for maybe potentially for a couple commutes that could be wet depending on location and some heavier rainfall with this. The severe threat is not that there. With all the rainfall, it looks to be really quite minor, some marginal conditions here. Maybe some gusty winds or small hail, but I really think the main threat with this is going to be the potential for some heavier rainfall, and that's why you have a slight risk for some flash flooding potential there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It just depends if we get some training of those storms come through, but there is there that we could see quite a bit of rainfall coming through, so we'll keep an eye more on that. Rainfall amounts pretty much as we look through that time frame There are some pretty good amounts here. Depending on this, may shift a little bit, but there could be areas 1.5 to 2+ inches, and this is on top of what we already have had tonight. But this is looking really at about late Thursday, early Thursday morning through about Friday morning before it all wraps up. So we'll keep an eye on that too. But that's what we're going to likely see. Some areas could pick up 2+ inches with this system. The good news for tonight is once the showers, thunderstorms leave about 1 a.m., everything should lift to the north. The winds will start picking up, clearing skies to the south. Clouds will linger to the north. Tomorrow, the difference is the wind will be a little bit stronger out of the west. Temperatures will be more into the 60s. Cloud cover hanging on to the north. We'll see increasing clouds towards the evening hour because that next system is coming up, and we'll see rain approach by the Thursday morning commute for southern areas, and there is that potential for some heavier rainfall Thursday into Thursday night. We have a dry Friday. More showers, cooler on Saturday. Cinco de Mayo actually looks pretty good at 71. And then we have more activity coming next Monday, Tuesday. We're kind of in the severe weather season, and it's been an active pattern, and that doesn't look to change too. But we do have some dry breaks. It's just not more than like 1 day at a time.
Yeah, well, it keeps you busy.
Keeps you busy, and for the planning and the drought situation that we've had, we're actually in a pretty good situation compared to last May.
Oh.
We're actually in a very good situation.
Good point. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the bench is clearing for the Brewers in Milwaukee. Plus, the Bangor High track jam-packed. 17 schools participating in the Bruce Brewer Invite. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Everyone's vision needs are unique. At Shopko Optical, our caring team of professionals will work with you to ensure your vision is at its best. Shopko Optical can help you experience every detail, color, and breathtaking sight in clarity.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Walk MS is back. Take part in this updated experience with 1 mile and 3 mile routes, interactive activities, and support the cause for a cure. The Salvation Army of La Crosse County is hosting its 2nd annual Party in the Park. This free event will have plenty of activities and games for families and children.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. 1 dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school spring sports season is heating up, especially on the track, and we had 17 high schools on hand competing today over at Bangor High. Lots of great competition this afternoon for the Bruce Brewer Invite. 4x800 meter relay, Kickapoo Lafarge in complete control. Girls get it done in just over 10:47. Panthers make it a clean sweep. Boys get the win as well in just over 8 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's go to the 110 hurdles now. On the boys' side, good race down the stretch. Westby's Zach Bjorklund ahead of the pack at 16.52 seconds. Girls, 100 meter hurdles now. Nobody's catching. Michaela Guslaw, the Cashton Jr., sets a PR at 16.05. Let's stay with the girls. Go to the 100 meter dash. This one was tight for about 90 meters, but CFC's Cecilia Dittrich pulls ahead at the very end. She sets a PR at 13.13. On the boys' side, this one close too, but the Bangor senior gets it done on his home track. PR for Lucas Reed at 11.39. Time for the high jump. Lots of good competition. Brookwood's Wyatt Moorhoff clears 5.10. Cashin's Jack Schleesner, PR of 6.4 coming in this one. He would eventually clear 6.2, but none of the guys having a better day than CFC's Graydon Barham, the Pirates junior, setting a new personal record. He clears 6.3 this afternoon as he takes first place overall. On the pitch, two of the top teams in the MVC, Central hosting West Salem. First half, Grace Wilkerson deep in the corner, sends it into the cross. Gabby Jarman right there for the tap-in. Riverhawks go up 1, but the goal tonight goes to Kate Heiderscheit, the senior. Jumps the pass. She's going to send a rocket. That finds the back of the net. What a shot. Central stays undefeated in conference play, 2-0. UW Lacrosse, Tuesday afternoon baseball up against St. Olaf University. UWL down 1, but Nate Witt going to get the action started. Sends one off the left field wall. That's good for a leadoff double. Then a few pitches later, Witt scores on a pass ball. This one ties it up. Later in the game, one man on now for Mac Bourne. He crushes this baseball high and deep to dead center. Where'd it go? It's gone. 2-run homer. Eagles win it 16-6. They've got just one more series before the postseason begins. Well, the Green Bay Packers have built up quite the rookie roster with an 11-player draft class, along with signing 8 undrafted rookies. But there are still some spots on the 90-man roster available, and UWL's Mike Bertoia is hoping to fill one of those spots during his rookie tryout. Bertoia started 46 consecutive games for the Eagles, and now the 6'3" offensive lineman is trying to earn a spot on the Packers' 90-man roster. Later this week, Bertoia will head to Green Bay for rookie minicamp. No spot is given in the National Football League, but Bertoia has been waiting for this moment all offseason, and now he's ready to prove himself to the Packers.
I was pretty confident that I was going to get an opportunity of some fashion. It wasn't like I thought that I was going to get drafted, but I was confident that I was going to get an opportunity. Believe it or not, by the end of the draft, I was playing Fortnite with my girlfriend, and I got a call from a number I didn't know. And sure enough, it was Coach Butkus from the Packers calling to let me know they're going to give me an opportunity come Thursday.
Now, Bertoia is from Lake Zurich, Illinois, was a Bears fan growing up. Boo! But he says there is no ill will. Any team willing to give him an opportunity is his new favorite team. Packers rookie minicamp starts on May 3rd and will run through May 6th. Brewers looking to snap their 3-game skid. Have a night. Tyler Black, first major league at bat, first major league hit for Black, a stand-up double to center field. Just called up by the Brewers. He had 2 hits in this one. Bottom 5 now, 2 on for Willie Adames. Willie blows this one wide open. Deep drive to left center field. And that ball is way gone. 3-run blast makes it 6-1 Brewers. 8th inning now. Things getting a bit interesting. Abner Uribe on in relief for the Crew. Him and Jose Siri are going to share a few words. That's when this one gets wild. Uribe throws a punch, and the brawl begins. Both benches clearing. A wild scene tonight over at AmFam Field. The good news is Brewers snapped their 3-game skid. They get the win 8-2. Twins in the Windy City looking for their 9th straight win tonight. Max Kepler played the hero last night. Kepler does it again in this one. That's going to be deep enough to bring home Byron Buxton from third. Minnesota takes the lead. Twins make it 9 in a row, 6-5, the final. Now, I'm a boxing fan, but I don't like when I see boxing in baseball because it's not allowed. He's going to be suspended for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them are probably going to get a couple of games at least. So we'll see if they want to appeal that, but that looks pretty clear-cut. You cost yourself a couple of games.
Absolutely. Bucks are looking good so far. Fingers crossed.
Still winning against the Pacers. So. No Dame, no Giannis. Apparently no problem as they're trying to stave off elimination. Fingers crossed, everybody. Right. Thanks, Rob.
Okay, we'll have more news after this.
Ashley's 72-hour summer kickoff event is happening May 10th through the 12th. Get your home ready for summer with our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Kick off summer in style May 10th through the 12th, only at Ashley.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea Magnum.
When I eat cereal, I think of, this box is halfway gone. Next time I should get one. And then I just know to write it on the list when I make the list. But you pour the box of cereal, don't even pay attention even how much is in there or when you'll need another one. You don't think of that.
You have helped me realize, like, the male brain. Like, mouthwash, I'll pour the last drop out, and I'm like, I think I'm out of mouthwash. Like, do we have any more? And you're like, I don't know.
As you're picking it up and you feel, wow.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Save now during the Refresher Space Spring Sale at Carpets to Go. Now until April 30th, you can save on beautiful carpet, exquisite hardwoods, laminate, and tile. Plus, at Carpets to Go, you can get free estimates, design, and 6 months financing. Save now through April 30th during the Refresher Space Spring Sale at Carpets to Go. Whatever you want on your floor, Carpets to Go in Onalaska.
Ashley's 72-hour summer kickoff event is happening May 10th through the 12th. Get your home ready for summer with our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Kick off summer in style May 10th through the 12th, only at Ashley.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
It's gonna be May. Tomorrow is May Day, everybody.
That's right. I'm so happy you did that. A traditional celebration of flowers and warmer weather.
On many ancient calendars, May 1st welcomed the first day of summer and was a cause for celebration.
The summer solstice, the official start of the season, isn't actually until June 20th. But in many parts of the U.S., daffodils and other flowers are already in bloom, as April showers have brought, of course, May flowers.
Many Americans observe the date by planting flowers, listening to NSYNC, or delivering a basket of flower bulbs to some friends and neighbors.
Oh, I love it. And we already have the tulips in bloom on the UWL campus.
Yep.
The trees are blossoming. It's going to be a good May Day tomorrow. We have some sunshine for a little bit tomorrow as well. So
yeah, we'll have to get the full breakdown from Greg, maybe after this break.
Right after this.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Save up to 30% off your bathroom remodel with your home improvement company. Whether you need a complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub to shower conversion, we can complete your project in as little as a day. Our installers are trained and certified professionals, so your project will be done right the first time. Call now to get this amazing offer and enjoy zero money down, zero interest, and zero payments until 2025. Schedule your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
With tax return season upon us, shop and order now. Drive in and shop Wisconsin's best furniture store. Choose from our huge selection of sofas, sectionals, and recliners. Get one for Mama or Papa Bear. Awesome discounts on power reclining furniture with adjustable headrest, zero gravity, or lift. If your bed is getting tired, try out our hybrid, all foam, and double-sided mattresses with adjustable bases and frames available. Choose from our new and closed-out dressers, chests, and nightstands to match. Celebrating 30 years of community and business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Spring is here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetable, and plants, all grown for this climate. Seed potatoes, onion sets, sweet onion plants, bulk seeds, succulents, citronella mosquito plants, horseradish, rhubarb, asparagus. Find unique lawn and garden decor. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
All right, the showers and thunderstorms are coming through the area, but the back edge is just getting through Eau Claire. Probably another couple hours for most areas to see that. The good news, it's going to be dry Wednesday. The bad news, the wet weather comes back for Thursday, and that could be some heavy rainfall and dry Friday then too. So it's kind of a one-day dry, and then we're going to have another system, kind of the active pattern we got.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. And remember, everybody,
it's gonna be May. We'll see you tomorrow.